The fact is, I don't really know very much about the British royal family because I'm not a girl. But apparently there is this new royal baby, and her mom is an American TV actress who is some part black. And so now our left-wing press is obsessing about the child's race. And I'm going to assume if you are a girl that something might be interesting about this, because the throne of Britain is still very central to the quest for the Holy Grail or something. But the race obsession is disgusting. It's disgusting. Here's the deal. Because of nature, evolution, or whatever, people are built with tribal sympathies. These sympathies cause them to order the world according to their races. China for the Chinese, Sweden for the Swedes, England for the homosexuals, and so on. Over time, our moral sense rose above these primitive sympathies and envisioned a world in which all men, and even some women, are considered children of God. We called this idea Christianity, and it slowly transformed our civilization for the better. So hurrah, it's time to move on. When primitive feelings of tribalism come up, we lay them aside, the same way we lay aside other primitive feelings like lust and greed when they're out of keeping with our moral vision. But for the left, who have an underlying notion of humankind as perfectible and no idea of a forgiving God, the guilt of past actions never goes away, especially when that guilt can be sloughed off on the opposition. We call this philosophy anti-Christianity, and it's the left's religion. Now, why am I talking about this? It's because racial pathology, the sick and ugly, and did I say sick? Because it's also ugly idea that we can fix our tribal past with more racism, more race obsession, more tribalism. This is chiefly what caused the left's reaction to the election of our last president, the light brown-skinned Barack Obama. Every stupid thing the man did was an act of genius, and any criticism of him was an act of racism. It was a sick and ugly reaction of worship and moral blindness to overcorrect for the tribal glitches of the human mind. In fact, Obama, a human being, an individual who has to be responsible for himself, and he was an incompetent president and a corrupt one. And for 8 years, our leftist press covered that up because of their sick and twisted, and did I mention sick and also ugly, racism. Now the suppressed truth is rising, and it's driving the left insane. Rather than put aside their sickness or face their sickness, they're just getting sicker and sicker because they can't handle the truth. I will show you what I mean.